Hey, real quick, I wanted to see how many days before and after 9/11. I will say the halfway point is my wedding day and March 3rd, because 365 days you can't do exactly half. But the first day that I got married was March 12th, and March 12th and a half to the 13th is the halfway point exactly across the circle, if a whole year is a circle. Um, the halfway point, but there's no way we can go that far in. Um, but that there is a new moon on March 13th. I don't know what's going to be going down then, but what I thought of when I was looking around at all that stuff, I was like, well, it's 243 days to the next 9/11, and it's 122 days from this past 9/11. We're talking about the 11th because we came up with the 11th based off the circles, and we're going to count them again. I got food cooking. Look at the trophy: male, female. That's the Yoni. That's what their football has always been. It was always sponsored by Dr. Pepper, which was 88. They have switched it over to Allstate. Allstate Sugar Bowl, Michael, might be something to. Um, no, no, it's the Orange Bowl. No, the national championship game's on the Orange Bowl. The semifinal games are Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl. The national championship game, it just says Miami. Doesn't call it the Orange Bowl, but it's in Miami. Okay. So the national championship game on the 11th is in Miami. It's the Yoni. It is the male. But you remember the dump truck from The Dark Knight that really we saw 121 3 times in that movie. It was in Bane's plane. It was in the gentleman's lapel. It was his number to work at the stock market. And then it was the dump truck that was throughout. 121 days after 9/11 is January 10th. If you include the day, you have to go to the 9th. So it's a Saturday or a Sunday, but I tell you, I like not including it, and I like a Sunday. What if he gets hit on a Sunday and dies on a Monday? That's the sun and the moon. And I'll never forget that Tears for Fears song. My favorite album back when I was a daggum wacko. Tears for Fears, sowing the seeds of love, the sun and the moon. Yeah, it was sowing the seeds of love, wasn't it? Hang on just a quick second. Yeah, it was Famous Last Words. Look at that album cover. Woo! Golly, it freaked me out listening to this song, y'all. This stuff really, I was so deeply into this stuff. Famous last words. Famous last words. Wow. That's a deep song, man. That song, I remember out of all the songs on the album, it was my favorite album. It just dwarfed any other album that I'd ever listened to. And because I had some favorite albums, and then this one just destroyed them. And I really got locked into it. One night, hanging out with Tracy McGrady, the basketball player's dad, and I was smoking. I just got through a really heavy breakup, and I was smoking funny cigarettes, and I listened to this album, and he was there. The front door was open, back doors. I mean, we were, it was one of those where you channel it in with the wrong spirits. But that album, and just look at it. Tears for Fears is what happens when the world starts crumbling down. Sowing the Seeds of Love discography. God, I can't say. Woman in Chains. It's the Divine Feminine. A Bad Man's Song. Sowing the Seeds of Love. Advice for the Young at Heart. Standing on the Corner of the Third World. Swords and Knives. The Year of the Knife. And Famous Last Words. Wow. Well, sorry I got sidetracked there. The Sun and the Moon. That would be Sunday and Monday, or Dio, which would be the January 10th and the 11th. But that's 121 days after 9/11. I don't know why we didn't think of that at first. As soon as we saw that 121, go right to 9/11 and add the days. So it's just something to think about, y'all. Um, it's got to be going down soon because they've got to get this dark winter rolling. Got to. All right. Love y'all very much.